Hey, it's Mimi from HeyMimi DIY with some last minute gift ideas that you might not have thought of. So the first one, and probably my top pick, because I can't think of anybody who wouldn't find this useful. What these are battery testers. Got these both at Radio Shack for about $10. And the older one is bigger, and I actually like the bigger one better because there's a lot of little tiny stuff to read, and sometimes it's what you're going to do is when you're testing different size batteries, you've got to move this to a certain section. This is 3-volt, AAA, AA, C, and D. And I like the bigger one just because it's easier to read. It's got a light background. So it'll test a button cell battery, it'll test a 9-volt battery, and then it'll test all of these here. You can take a look. I find batteries all the time in drawers or near my desk, and I'm not really sure anymore if it's still good. And sometimes if you have a battery that won't run, let's say a camera or something energy hungry, sometimes those batteries that are in the low good range can still run a wall clock, like one of those clocks that just use one AA battery. It can run one of those for a really long time, and it can run like a TV remote control for a really long time. Those don't take much energy. And there's not that many places you can dispose of these. So I would rather make sure that I'm not disposing of a good battery if it's still got some life in it. So let me show you how this works. Here's a AA battery. So I'm going to put this to AA. You can see the printing's pretty small even on this big one. I put it somewhere where it's not touching anything. I put the red to the positive side and the black to the negative side, obviously. And you can see that this is kind of borderline. So that would probably run like a wall clock for maybe 3 to 6 months. So, if I'm worried I'm going to end up in some Breaking Bad situation where I am desperate for any kind of battery power, then I might hang on to it. Probably it's going to rot before I ever get to use it. So I'll just put it like this. I put these all in a box in a drawer, and I'll just mark it like this and have some question mark ones that I haven't gotten around to testing. So these are all good, and if I didn't have this battery tester and I came across these unmarked batteries, I would probably toss these all in the trash, and they're all well in the good range. I wouldn't put this in good. I'd put this in question mark, partial. I wanted to test these because people in the reviews were saying that some of these off-brands came, only partially charged, and I found that not to be true. They all came good. As you can see, it's going all the way past there. It's from Amazon, and they're perfectly fine. Let's test one of these no-name brands. Also, completely good. If there's a Radio Shack near you, you can get this for about $10 or $15. And they're also on Amazon for about $12 with Amazon Prime, free shipping. For $10 or $15, it's going to be a well-used gift. Another top contender is this Doxy portable scanner. It saves to an SD card, which means you can give it to family and get them to scan family photos and give it back to you. And it's totally doofus proof. There is one button. The green button scans, and that's it. Okay, so I'll get to this later. This is about $140 on Amazon. Money well spent, because my Neat Desk will not scan photos. It'll do 600 DPI. So this is also a top contender. I love these little Arlo cameras, and I still love my Nest Cam for about $150. The drop cam's a fantastic indoor camera, and these are great little outdoor wireless cameras. So I do recommend these too. I'm not sure what else I'm going to have time to tell you about before Christmas, but I'll do my best to get some videos in. So thanks for watching. Check my list of videos for HeyMimi DIY to see what else I'm recommending before the end of the year.